Hey guys, welcome to sportsreview.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. Two handicappers with us today, Alex from needfortips.com and Nigel Seeley. Nigel's actually written an article for us over at Sportsbook Review. Link is in the description if you guys want to go and check that out. Looking at the best tips of the day, and actually yesterday we took a look. There's actually some matches taking place right now and actually have even finished. We did those yesterday, so there's 6, which is the South American matches we're going to take a look at. Guys, do you feel confident with these tips?
So, not 100%.
That's the spirit.
Not for me.
What about you, Nigel?
No, I'm not confident at all. Yeah, there's a couple I'm very confident on. The others I haven't really got a strong view, but I'm confident on 2 selections. I'm very confident indeed.
Okay, all right. Well, let's run through them. We're going to start here. Bolivia versus Paraguay. Bolivia here, odds 2.5 for their home win. And then Paraguay 3, draw 3.4. I'm liking the Paraguay win, to be honest with you. Sorry, the away win. I'm liking the away win. And what about you, Alex?
I'm liking also the away win. I think that the 4-1 loss over Peru was a little bit of a mistake for Paraguay. I think that we can play Paraguay, but not to play the direct win. We can play with 0 Asian handicap, or like we say, draw no bet at an odd of 2.17.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, one thing can be said about Bolivia is they do concede 31 goals. They've scored 9, they've conceded 31. Paraguay have scored 11, they've conceded 16. Also looking at the over 2 or 2.5 goals there, around 1.8. I think we could see a goal from either side.
Yeah, over 2.5, I think it looks wonderful. 2.07. I think that this is the best way to play this match. I think that we can see goals from both sides, and maybe also over 3 on Asian handicap, which I think that it comes to 2.5, something like that.
All right. What about you, Nigel? Was this one of your selections?
It wasn't one of my selections, but I do agree with you that Paraguay are overpriced for the game. I think the draw no bet option is the way to go. I think the draws in the South American qualifiers this midweek, look good value. So I'd be a little bit sceptical of the draw. If you were looking for a big price, both teams to score and Paraguay to win could be an attractive price as well. But I do think Bolivia will concede. There's no doubt about it. Every game they play, they concede, and definitely on the goals. And getting bigger than even money is a fantastic bet. 2.07. What a great odds that is.
Yeah, sure is. Okay, Ecuador, Venezuela. Ecuador down now 1.29. Not much. They were about 1.3 the other day. Draw, you get that for 6.5. That's gone up. Venezuela 15. The reverse match saw Ecuador win 3-1. Now on their turf, you've got to expect a comfortable Ecuador win. Nigel, any selections on this match?
Well, the odds say himself, don't they? Ecuador 1.29. We know how good home advantage is in South America. And if a side can go away and win 3-1, they expect it to do a lot more better at home. 1.29 is never a price that I want to be backing about some teams in football matches, but I do think they will win. I think they'll win by more than 1 goal. So that brings in the -1.5. The -1 is a bet to nothing for me. I think, it's a push if it is 1. I can't see anything other than Ecuador win. And I think it could be a comfortable one at that. This is another one that screams goals. I think there's goals in this game, over 2.5, both teams to score. But I do think Ecuador win. And I think they'll win it well. So Ecuador -1.5 for me.
Yeah, Nigel, that's my bet as well, to get that around evens. What about you, Alex?
Me, I'm going to risk a little bit Ecuador to win from halftime. So halftime, full-time Ecuador, 1.8 the best odd with Bet Victor right now. I think that also the -1.5 Ecuador can do that. But also I think that they like to push from the beginning and win comfortable from halftime and also full-time, of course.
Yeah, we've got a comment here. Ecuador to score over 2.5 goals or to score in both halves. I'd probably go for the both halves one bet if I had to take either.
Yeah, the both halves sounds really good. Ecuador to score in both halves. Yeah, sounds really interesting.
Okay, all right. Argentina versus Colombia. Looking forward to this match. 2 passionate teams. Argentina, they were 1.6. Oof, they are now 1.47. Boy, they have dropped, because they were actually quite a nice. I actually quite like their bet as the Argentina win, but that value has gone right down. As low as 1.45, their bet 365, draw 4.4, Colombia 9. Just 2 points though separates Colombia from Argentina. Argentina scored a goal a match. Colombia slightly more. I think both teams to score could be a bet as well here. What about you, Nigel? Any selections from this match?
Well, this is one of my better bets. I think the gamble on Argentina has gone ridiculously short. I think they're a public play. They're always a side that everyone expects to go and win whoever they turn up. They're on the back of a disappointing performance, and they're not in good form. They've only won one of their last 6 games. And Colombia are capable of scoring goals. They're capable of winning this game. I think it's the right time to play Argentina at the moment. I think they're going through a little bit of a crisis at the moment with their form. But I think this is a huge, huge risk on the price. I cannot believe they're 1.47. I can't believe they've been backed off the boards. I don't think Colombia are good enough to win it. And I'm just going to play a straight draw here. I think Colombia will go to Buenos Aires, try to get a draw, try to frustrate. And I think the draw at 4.4 is an absolute massive price against 2 very, very evenly matched sides. I would not back Argentina with anyone's money at 1.45. No chance.
Well, the reverse match, interesting enough, saw a cagey 1-0 Argentina win on the road. As someone would think on their turf, they've got a stronger chance. Alex, what do you think about that draw?
We previewed this game. I think that now the odds dropped very, very low. We said that Argentina to win halftime, full time at an odd of 2.45. It was the odd yesterday or 2 days ago when we previewed this game. But I will stick with my top tip for this game. Argentina to score over 1.5 goals in the match. Dropped from 1.8 to 1.7, but he still has a good value. Didn't go under 1.7, so it's a play for me.
All right, it's a play. Chile versus Uruguay. Let's have a look at the updated odds, real time. Chile 2.33. Have they moved? Stayed about the same. Draw 3.4. Uruguay 3.5. Obviously, Chile is looking. It's a Chile. Looks like a Chile win here, but the reverse saw Uruguay win 3-0. Very possible for the upset here, and certainly value there on that away win. Should we play the away win, Alex?
It's not a surprise if Uruguay will win. I don't consider a surprise. They are 2 good teams. Uruguay with a little plus from my point of view. So I understand why they are the underdogs right here, because Chile is playing home. But my top tip for this match is Uruguay plus 0.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.75. Okay,
yeah, I like that bet a lot. What about you, Nigel?
Again, I'm with the draw. It's in my preview piece. I fancy the draw in this game. I think Chile are a very, very short price. I don't think Alexis Sanchez is going to play in this game. I think he's injured, so I think that rules out him, which is a big, big blow for them if he doesn't play. I don't think there'll be many goals in this one. I think Uruguay. I know we've got a lot of attacking flair on the pitch, but I think this could be a real cagey affair. And I wouldn't rule out a 0-0 draw. I think under 2.5 goals is a great bet. I think under 1.5 goals is a good bet. I think 1 goal will win it if we get a goal. But I think the draw, again, represents great value in this one. And I think the unders, unlike all the other games, I think this one really could be a cagey one, under 2.5 goals. And I think the Uruguayans will go there to try to get a draw. And I don't think Chile, if Sanchez doesn't play, can break them down. I think it's be close.
All right, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel confident to play, but good luck though on that bet. Peru versus Brazil. We previewed this match, Alex and I, yesterday. Let's see how those Brazil stayed exactly the same. Okay, great. Brazil 1.67, draw 3.8, Peru 6. Brazil top of the group there, 1 point above second place Uruguay. This is a must win for them, as it is Uruguay in the last match. 24 points they've got, and they play Peru, who really are struggling. I think they're third from bottom. 18 scored, 18 conceded. Brazil have scored 26 and conceded 9. I really like Brazil and the over 1.5 goals. You can get that for 2 with Paddy Power. I also like the straight Brazil win. I think there's plenty of value in that one. Nigel, would you play the Brazil win?
Yeah, I think this is my bookie now ringing me up to tell me to back Peru. But I think Peru are a fantastic price. I think they will win. They're banging form. They're scoring goals. And they're confident. They're doing really, really well. I think they will win the game. I think they win the game easily. And I think they'll win by more than 1.5 goals against the Peru side. That are shocking. So I'm going to go for Brazil to win this comfortably. And apologise for the phone ringing in the background.
But do you think, obviously Peru, that they're some players can suffer from altitude sickness, and it's often it's high up there, a little less air. Do you think that will play a factor into this match?
Well, of course, it's going to be a massive factor. But I still, these are world class players who play all around the world, and they're used to this. The football's still you still play with the same ball wherever you are. And Brazil have got much better football players than Peru. They're in form, they're flying, they're confident, and a confident Brazil means danger for anybody. And I think they'll be far too strong for a Peru side that just leak goals and aren't going to be good.
And Peru at home, do we expect them to score here? Someone's asking both teams to score. I would take it.
I probably wouldn't. I think Brazil will be they get so much sort of confidence and compliments about their forward strength, but defensively they're a lot stronger than they get credit for. Everyone remembers the 7 goals they conceded against Germany, but recently now they're very, very good at the back, and I think they'll be too strong. I think this will be a business-like win. I'm going for 2-0 to Brazil.
All right.
I think that the both team to score doesn't have the value that we are expecting. It's maximum 1.9. If it will be over 2.1, 2.15, maybe we might take it. But at 1.9, I think it's dangerous and is a risk to take the both team to score. Here we can expect goals. Here we can expect over 2.5. We previewed this game yesterday. 1.95 is very good for over 2.5. Or we can split the stake with Brazil -1, 2.05 on Asian handicap. So if they win by 1 goal, we take our money back. If they win by 2 goals and more, it's 2.05. A very good odd from my point of view.
All right, now saving the best to last here, Costa Rica versus USA. The game plays tonight, local time here in Costa Rica, 8 o'clock. I will be watching the match. Very excited. And the odds are dropping on favourites Costa Rica. Yesterday, they were 2.25. Now you can get them for about 2.1. Still bettable favourites, I think. Obviously, there's a lot of rivalry between these two teams. Last meeting was in Copa America back in June. Costa Rica lost 4-0 on American soil. But they've got a good record against USA on Costa Rica soil. And obviously, Keylor Navas as well will be playing. He'll be in goal. And obviously, they won their round 5, the first match of round 5 to Trinidad and Tobago at their home 2-0. USA lost, which I think a bit of a confidence basher against Mexico 2-1. And that was at USA. So I'm expecting a Costa Rica win here. Nigel, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this match.
Well, it's not really something I've got a great opinion on, really. Costa Rica against the USA. I mean, it's a massive game for you, the Costa Ricans, and yourself out there, Natalie, as well. But the one thing that I made profit on against the Mexico game when America did play last time was I said to you, I think there'd be a sending off. And I said to you, I think there'd be overbookings because of what Donald Trump said about the Mexicans. And that happened. There was 10 bookings in the game. There was a sending off. And with the rivalry between these two sides as well, I think America now, the team that everyone wants to beat, and I'm going to play on the bookings market again here. I see over 3.5 bookings, over 4 bookings. I think that's great value. I think this could be a very fiery game. As far as the match is concerned, I'm quite surprised that Costa Rica are 2.1. You know your team much better than what I do, but at first glance, I was surprised they were that short and surprised that the money's come to them. I mean, obviously, the Americans need a win. They need to bounce back from the Mexico defeat. And I'm just on looking at the odds itself. I'm slightly swaying towards America, not to win the game, but maybe on that Asian handicap or maybe on the draw no bet. But I just think 2.1's a very, very short price for me.
Yeah. Costa Rica just in good form, and they seem to thrive in the World Cup, especially from their performance in the last World Cup. I think their confidence, I think the fans are behind them. Their Trinidad and Tobago win put them 5 wins in a row. Alex, what did you say you were going for?
Yesterday we talked about this match. For me, both teams to score at an odd of 1.94 seems really playable, and I think that this is the best opportunity to play this tip. I like Nigel's bookings over 3.5 bookings or even over 4.5 bookings. Costa Rica are favorites, of course. They are playing on their turf. They are in a really good shape. USA is coming after the defeat with Mexico. So we might expect Costa Rica to win also this game, but USA will not come to defend right here because they need the 3 points. They lost in the first game. They have to attack. This is why I'm saying both teams to score in this match.
All right. We do have some comments, actually. It's about international friendlies, but which we haven't actually covered. Just answering your comments here. England versus Spain, Italy versus Germany. I'm afraid we haven't done anything on that, but I can ask, guys, do you have anything, or have you not studied those matches? Italy versus Germany.
Me personally. Me personally, on friendly matches, I'm playing over 2.5, both team to score when big names or even draws. Like yesterday, we saw under 21 some draws and Poland versus Slovenia 1-1. Today we have in half an hour Romania versus Russia. Later on, we have those matches that you specified. So after the matches from World Cup qualifications, when big names like that will meet, me, I'm going either for a draw, either for both teams to score, either for over 2.5 goals. So
Yeah.
there we are staying in the friendly matches.
Yeah, it's tough, I think, to play friendlies. A lot of crazy outcomes can happen. You know, this is basically a platform where teams can rotate players, try out players, try different tactics. So it's very hard to it makes it even harder, I think, to predict a match. What about you, Nigel? Do you ever play friendlies?
I've got one big play on the England game, England-Spain. It'll be as boring as you can possibly imagine. Every England game is the bore fest. It'll be 0-0. It'll be a draw. It'll be as dull as dishwater. There'll be 80,000 school kids at Wembley with no atmosphere, and it'll be an awful match. Under 2.5 goals, both teams to score no, 0-0. Turn it over. Don't bother with it because England matches them. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch England play football at the moment. Shocking.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
Ending on a positive note.
I'm not on that record. I'm not on the same page with Nigel on that one. I think that we will see an interesting match with goals, possible draw. I'm not saying that it will not be a draw, but I think that it will be a draw with goals.
Yeah, maybe you're just having a bad feeling about England. Maybe they've let you down one too many times, and now you've written them off.
They let me down for 45 years, Natalie. They're the most overhyped. They're the most overhyped team in world football. Everyone thinks they're going to win the World Cup. When they get there, they can't do anything. They're shocking. No tactics, no world class players.
I'm going to say we've kept a clean sheet. It was a great result against Scotland. What are you talking about?
Scotland.
Yeah, new manager. New manager.
What was wrong with that bet?
Clean sheet against Scotland. My Sunday. That's just expected.
They didn't let you down there, did they? They could have bought
the manner of the performance. The manner of the performance is so predictable.
I think your glass is half empty, Nigel.
Listen, my son still stands up to the national anthem. He wants England to win the World Cup. He cries when they lose. I said to him, give it 10 years, son. You won't care one bit.
Oh. And what about it? Somebody's asking here, Rude Boy is asking, Italy and Germany, the draw. Would that be the way that you would go on the outright?
The draw,
with my eyes closed, little stake with my eyes closed, a draw in this one. Maybe okay. Germany to win, but most of all a draw.
Okay, all right then. Nigel?
Yeah, I agree with the draws. This one will be a bit more entertaining. Fancy a couple of goals, 1-1 maybe, but go for the draw. England's no chance. Draws all the way this week. Draws.
All right, there we go. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching. Do stay tuned. We're actually back on Thursday. We will have 4 of us in here, going to take a look at the best bets across European football. So discussing all the 4 major leagues there. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching, and to you both, thank you for your free tips today.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you very much.